I think we may have talked about it. I was given a test that was, sent home, at home coronavirus test, and for school, and this is really just when testing started to come out. It just became a thing.
Started to become popular.
So I decided that I was gonna just see, I was just gonna test the waters with this test. So
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna take it, but I was gonna send it in anyway. So the whole premise of this story is I didn't take it, but I did.
When you opened it,
I did wash my hands. I disinfected the table. I got the vial ready that had a little solution in there that you put the swab in after you've swabbed your nose. So everything's clean. I've washed everything. Very last thing I do is take the swab out of the little packaging and I put it down in the vial, close it up, package it, send it in. I'm sitting at work about 2 weeks, or probably about a week later, and I get an email from the company who we used to test this with, or we used to take the test with, and they say that, I don't remember exactly the verbiage, but basically you have COVID-19. Make sure if you have severe issues, you see your doctor, and make sure you quarantine for 2 weeks or
So you did have a quarantine?
Well, the email from the company said to quarantine, but I didn't take the test.
Right. Yeah.
So somehow there was a breakdown. There was a false positive on a cotton swab. I don't think that the cotton swab had COVID on it. I don't think they were trying to give me COVID through taking it. It was early on in the testing, so probably, and we can see now that testing is a lot more accurate now than it was before. We've built new tests, better tests. The rapid tests at the beginning were just not good.
Yeah.
So, but I did go down as a positive coronavirus case at JSU, and probably a statistic worldwide. Like, here's another positive COVID test. But I haven't had COVID. At the school where I teach at, we wear masks and everything. So, and I think like 90-something% of the faculty is vaccinated. So, and a lot of them's already had it. They've already had COVID, so they have antibodies. They've got the vaccine, so they're prevented, or they're protected on that front for however much of the vaccine's percentage is. We don't really know, but it's looking like Moderna and Pfizer is around, like, I think 90-something% effective for the first strand, and then the Delta variant, it's like, I think you're like at 60 or 70% against it, which is better than zero, I guess. But yeah, they told me I had it. I definitely didn't have it. I was at work. If I would have, even if I didn't feel bad, if I would have swabbed my nose and got a positive test, I probably still would have quarantined, because I could have been asymptomatic, right? I could have had COVID and just not been sick. But I didn't even swab my nose.
Right.
And it didn't touch, it's not like COVID was on my counter. It didn't touch my counter. If it did, I just bleached it with a Clorox wipe. So it was a weird thing. If I could go back, I would video the entire process and had that documented. I'd had the positive test on my phone. I'm pretty sure I can still go back and find the email where they told me I had it. I know I screenshot it and sent it to a bunch of people. And they're like, "Oh no, you have COVID." And I'm like, "No, listen, I really don't."
Yeah.
But it was interesting. So that's my COVID story. Hopefully that's how my COVID story stays. I don't want it. I know a lot of people who's had it.